join me. Svaha Tat Saviturvarenyam Bhargo Devasya Dhimahi Dhyo Yo Naha Prachodayat Om Bhurbuvaha Svaha Tat Saviturvarenyam Bhargo Devasya Dhimahi Dhyo Yo Naha Prachodayat Om Bhurbuvaha Svaha Tat Saviturvarenyam Bhargo Devasya Dhimahi Dhyo Yo Naha Prachodayat Slowly bow your head and feel the reverence and the respect for the spirit that lives in your heart center. Inhaling, let your head rise. And slowly open your eyes. Release. We started with the Gayatri Mantra. The Gayatri Mantra epitomizes everything that we believe in yoga. It is the root of the Rig Veda, and it was given to us by the sage Vishwamitra. Vishwamitra. Vishwa means world, and Mitra means friend. So Vishwamitra, as a friend of the world, gave us this most magnificent mantra on which the Veda is built. For those of you who don't know the Veda, it is the oldest extant scripture known to the human race. Recently dated about 15,000 years ago, 13,000 BC. So we have something that has been in use on a day-to-day basis for millennia, not centuries. We are blessed that a tradition so sacred is still available to us today. This year celebrates 50 years of practice for me personally. So it's a wonderful thing that we're getting to do this right here. So in the 50 years of practice that I have done in yoga, I've come to two very important conclusions when it comes to the practice. Number one, very few people do yoga. They do asana. And asana has almost nothing to do with yoga. Right? Yoga is the journey within. Yoga is perhaps the most sacred methodology by which we can discover ourselves and then live life from that discovery. And two, it's part of the work to make sure yoga gets known in the world. So let's begin. We started with the Gayatri Mantra. The Gayatri Mantra basically says this: O divinity, that manifests as light, represented by the sun, Savitur. Come, fill my consciousness, fill my mind. So this sacred vibration, which has been chanted at sunrise and sunset every day for thousands of years, is available to us today. Of all mantra, the Gayatri is the most sacred because it sets us up for our life mission, for our dharma. And as Patanjali put it many centuries, many millennia later, because he lived around 2500 BC, around the time of the Buddha, he says that yoga is apurusha. It does not belong to anybody. It's for everyone. So its roots are from ancient India, but its use is universal. With me so far? Mm-hmm. Okay, good. It's a short class, otherwise we do a test. To make sure you're listening. So the Gayatri is the root of the Veda. Now remember what the Gayatri says? Divinity, manifestation as light, represented by the sun, fill my consciousness. Which basically means that we as human beings are beings of light. And the Prakasha, the Jyoti, lives in the heart center. So let's do this test. Where was I? Somewhere, can't remember where. Somewhere in New York, yeah. And we did this test with a large group, over 1,000 people. Let's see if it works with a small group. Do this with your dominant hand. Now point to a fluorescent light, which is sapping your energy. Yeah? Then point to a window. Now point to the floor. Now point to somebody else. Now point to yourself. Stop, don't move. Look around the room. Yeah, everyone is pointing here. No one points there. It's a point to yourself. No one points here. No one points here. You're all pointing here. Thank you. We do this with kindergarten. We do it with little kids. Point to yourself, they point here. Why? Because you have inbuilt programming that knows that this is where you live. You have a home, and yet you choose to live in somebody else's home. Some people even live down here. Catastrophe. Yes. So yoga is the modality for moving from the place where we are living back home. So you feel safe, you feel secure, and you feel joyous. And our work as the stewards of yoga is to make sure that the transmission happens in the safest possible way. My asana teacher was B.K.S. Iyengar. I started studies with him in 1966 when I was a little boy, very little. My teacher of yoga was Surya Namaskar of Pondicherry. So the work that we do in Purna Yoga, we call it Purna Yoga, the work that we do is to take that ancient philosophy, bring it forth into the Surya Aurobindo's model of yoga, and then take the work of B.K.S. Iyengar and incorporate that so that the body can be the recipient of the light. This is about a 3-hour lecture, so we won't go any further, just so that you know that. What we're going to do today is the Surya Namaskar. What you're going to do is the Surya Namaskar. Very brief history. The Surya Namaskar is not dateable, at least based on our current knowledge. We are guessing it's about 5,000 years old. But the root comes from Hanuman. If you remember the story, Hanuman ate the sun, and then of course an arrow was pierced in his jaw, his Hanu, so that he could release the sun. And once the sun was released, he asked the sun to be a student. And the sun said, no, thank you, you once ate me. So he went, you once ate me. But he begged and begged. And the sun said, I don't have any time. I have to go around the universe. I have to work day and night. I don't have time. So Hanumanji said, don't worry, I'll keep pace with you. I won't take you away from your duty. And finally the sun relented. And Hanumanji walked backwards as the sun came towards him. So he could always be facing his teacher, because you cannot back your teacher. And he learned the Veda in 1 week. And after 1 week, the sun said, I've given you the entire Veda. So Hanumanji said, what can I give you back as Guru Dakshina? And the sun said, I need nothing. So Hanumanji said, then let me give you my devotion and my salutation. And that was the beginning of the Surya Namaskar. I bow to you, O Savitur, O Sun. And since Hanuman is the god of asana, the Surya Namaskar is devoted to the sun through the work of the greatest devotee of all time, Hanuman. Are you ready? Mm-hmm. Come everyone, rise. So those of you who do not know the Surya Namaskar, you can watch Vandana doing it right in front, sideways, so you can see it. Huh? So please stand on the front side of your mat. Bring your feet completely together and set your intention. The intention is to have a sense of respect and reverence in this moment for the work. And the work is self-discovery. This is my sweet spot, I'm sorry.
I like it. You can come as close as you want.
No interference, okay. So bring your hands to Namaste. And then bring your mind to your breath. In the classical tradition, there is mantra, there is all sorts of stuff with the Surya, but we'll just deal with the basic movements today. Exhaling, bow your head and look at your thumbs. This is called drishti. Inhaling, follow your thumbs up with your hands in Namaste as you reach up. Exhaling, slowly bend your knees and reaching forward, come down, bring your hands onto the floor with the knees bent. Bend your knees as much as you need to bring your hands solidly on the floor. And then inhaling, lift your head and look up, bringing your fingertips onto the floor. And then exhaling, step back with your right leg, bringing your hands flat on the floor. Now come back up onto your fingertips. Bring your right knee on the floor, right toes pointing back, right toes pointing back. And then inhaling, look up. Now we have a few assistants today. Could the assistants help make sure the left knee does not get damaged? Yeah. To prevent the left knee from getting damaged, your left shin bone must be perpendicular to the floor. So move your right knee way back, way back. Back, 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 back. Many centuries ago. Back, back, back. And then exhaling, drop your pelvis towards your left heel. Yeah. This pose is actually called Vanarasana. Vanar means monkey. Yeah? Vanar. Exhaling, step back with your left leg. Bring the legs together and then lift your buttocks, straighten your elbows and knees so that you end up in Palakasana. Whole body flat. Palak. Palaka means plank. The word plank comes from the Sanskrit palak. Inhale. Exhaling, bend your knees and your elbows. Leave your buttocks up in the air as you come down onto your knees and chest in Ashtanga Namaskar. Ashtanga, 8 limbs. Ashtanga Namaskar. Then inhaling, slide the chest forward and up with no weight on your hands. Exhaling, bow your head. Inhaling, push your hands into the floor and come into Bhujangasana. The cobra. Draw your shoulder blades back and down. And then tuck your toes under. And exhaling, lift your buttocks into Adho Mukha Svanasana. Lift your buttocks away from your hands, stretching your whole body. Now inhaling, lift your head. Exhaling, step forward with your right leg. Way, way forward. You can hold it with your hand and pull it forward. You get as much space between your left knee and your right foot as possible. Yeah. Arti, could you get that gentleman there, the right knee? Yeah. And now again, this is Vanarasana on the left side. So drop your pelvis towards your right heel. Yeah, you're opening up your left hip flexors, which comes from the tightening of which comes from the sin of sitting on chairs. Yes. All the way down, yeah. And then exhaling, step forward with your left leg. Bring both legs together. Bend your knees very heavily. Bring your hands together. Reach forward and up as you straighten your legs. Keep your eyes on your thumbs. As you exhaling, come back to your heart center. We've completed half. Now the other side. Inhaling up. Exhaling, knees bent as you reach forward and come down. Bring all the fingertips on the floor. Inhaling, lift your head. Exhaling, step back with the left leg. Way, way back. Bring the left knee on the floor, left toes pointing back. Unfortunately, we don't have enough time to do modifications because we can do it on chairs. We can do it in many different ways. Inhaling, look up. Exhaling, step back with the right leg. Whole body flat, Palakasana. Again, if you don't know what you're doing, just look at Vandana. And then exhaling, come down into Ashtanga Namaskar. Aarti, if you know this on the chairs, you can take the lady and take her to the side and show it on the chairs. Yeah. And then inhaling, slide the chest forward and up. No weight on the hands. Exhaling, bow your head. Inhaling, press the hands into the floor and come up into Bhujangasana. Shoulder blades back and down, please, so you don't tighten up your trapezius. Exhaling, tuck the toes under. Lift the pelvis and go into Adho Mukha Svanasana. Lift the sides of your waist up towards your buttocks. Make it long. Inhaling, lift your head. Exhaling, step forward with your left leg. Again, use your hand to pull it forward if you need to. Yeah. It's not about performance. It's about working it slowly every day. They go a little bit more forward, but buckle there. Yeah. Not the back leg. Back leg stay back. Yeah, there you go. Yeah. Inhaling, lift your head. Exhaling, step forward with the right leg. Bowing your head, look at your belly button. Then bring your hands together, shift your gaze to your thumbs, knees bent, reach forward and up. And then exhaling, back to your heart. That completes one. A practice of Surya Namaskar is 108 of these every morning. So we have 107 to go, yes.
You're kidding, right? I didn't sign for that.
Release your hands for a moment. So the Surya Namaskar is unique amongst any series in any form of body work. It works on every major muscle group in the body. It gives you a front bend, a back bend. It strengthens the triceps. It strengthens the quadriceps. It opens the hip flexors. It opens the shoulders. It opens the armpits. It opens the hamstrings. It strengthens the knees. That constant movement of the foot in the back opens up the metatarsals. It is an amazing system. The constant movement of the head back and forward, stimulates your thyroid and parathyroid glands. The opening of the sternum stimulates your immune system. It is incredible. I speak professionally at corporations, and one of the speakers said, the Surya Namaskar in yoga may be the greatest physical gift given to the human race. Yoga, of course, is India's greatest export, bar none. I'm just speaking to give you some time, yes, to breathe and recover before we do our second one. before we attempt our second one. Are you ready? Okay. Bring the hands together. Little more awareness this time. Legs completely together. Bring your mind to your breath. Exhaling, bow your head. Look at your thumbs. Inhaling, up. Exhaling, knees bent as you reach forward and come down. Look at your belly button. Inhaling, lift your head. Look at the center of your forehead. Exhaling, step back with your right leg. Much bigger space now between the right knee and the left heel. On your fingertips, inhaling, look up. Drop your pelvis. Exhaling, step back with your left leg into Palakasana, the plank. Hands flat on the floor. Buttocks up so you're nicely flat. Inhale. Exhaling, bend your knees and elbows and come down onto your chest and chin. Buttocks up in the air, toes pointing back. Inhaling, move the chest forward and up. No weight on the hands. Sarvapasana. Sarpa means serpent. Exhale. Inhaling, push the hands into the floor and come into Bhujangasana, the king of the serpents, the cobra. Exhaling, tuck the toes under, come into Adho Mukha Shvanasana. Eyes on your belly button, please. Look at the belly button. Again, the head forward. Yeah. Inhaling, lift your head. Exhaling, step forward with the right leg. Way, way forward. Left knee on the floor. Left toes pointing back. Look at your right shin bone. The tibia. Make it perpendicular to the floor. And then look up at the center of your forehead. Agnya Chakra. And then exhaling, step forward with your left leg. Eyes on your belly button. Transfer your gaze to your thumbs. Inhaling, hands together and up. Eyes on your thumbs. Exhaling back to your heart. Okay. So the Surya Namaskar has 12 different poses. Each for each hour of the day. 12 hours, because it's solar. Yeah. Now the left side. Inhaling, follow your thumbs up with your eyes. Exhaling, knees bent as you come down. Bring your fingertips on the floor. Inhaling, look up at the center of your forehead. Exhaling, step back with your left leg. Left knee on the floor, left toes pointing back. Come up onto your fingertips. Inhaling, look up again at the center of the forehead. Exhaling, step back with your right leg. Inhale. Exhaling, come down onto your knees and chest and chin. Toes pointing back. Inhaling, Sarvapasana. No weight on the hands, the serpent. Exhaling, bow your head, look at your heart center. Inhaling, come into Bhujangasana, the cobra, shoulder blades down. Exhaling, tuck the toes under, come into Adho Mukha Shvanasana. Shvana means dog, Adho means down, Mukha means face. Inhaling, lift your head. Exhaling, step forward with your left leg, way forward. Right knee on the floor. And now inhaling, look up at the center of your forehead. Exhaling, step forward with your right leg. Legs together. Look at your belly button. Inhale, hands together, eyes on your thumbs as you come up. Keep your eyes on your thumbs as you come back to your heart center. So your head bows. And then lift your head, release your arms. That completes 2.
183 to go.
And, yeah.
Oh, that's better.
Yeah. So spend a moment, feel your body, feel your body. The respect for the body is the respect for the spirit. In the Gita, Krishna says, you who respect the body, respect me, the dweller in the body. It's beautiful, no? You who respect the body, respect me, the dweller in the body. You who abuse your body, abuse me, the dweller in your body. So that in yoga, there's a tremendous respect for the body. It's not about asana, it's about respect for the body. To keep the body functioning at its optimum. To keep the mind clear and focused. To keep the intention of your life, your dharma, uppermost in your mind. When you read my book, Fire of Love, the first chapter is dharma. Dharma. Because without dharma, life has no joy. Tomorrow we have another event, right? I'm going to talk a lot longer on dharma. Now, as we do the Surya Namaskar, I want you to maintain in your own mind a sense that what you are doing now is opening your body's channels to receive your spirit. I'm very grateful for Shailendra Bhai for asking me to come, and we decided together that I would teach the Surya Namaskar because it is so sacred. So sacred. Think about it. It is the only series that has been done by the human body for more than 5,000 years. Phew. If something were not working, it would have stopped being done. Ready for our last one? Okay, we'll do 3 today. So this is our last one. You can do the rest when you go home. So before we start, please look at your mats and make sure your mats are aligned with the room. That means the edge of the mat must be aligned with the floorboards. Crooked mat, crooked mind, crooked life. And then bring your hands to Namaste. And pause for a moment and feel a sense of respect for your body. Feel a sense of respect for your body. Think the thought, this is my body. This is the temple of my spirit. My spirit can't work in this world without this body. Get that feeling. Almost a sense of awe. My spirit has chosen this body to live out its dharma, its purpose, its mission. It is my duty to respect it. It is my duty to nurture it. It is my duty to give it the best organic food. It is my duty to give it high quality air and water, good clean thoughts, a loving environment. It is my duty to respect my body and therefore respect my spirit. with that energy, exhale and bring your gaze to your thumbs. Inhaling, watch your thumbs as you go up and feel a sense of joy as you open your heart. Exhaling, bend your knees and come forward and down, fingertips on the floor. Bow your head and look into your belly button, the Manipura. Inhaling, lift your head and look at the center of your forehead, your Agnya. And then exhaling, step back with your right leg way, way back. Bring your right knee on the floor. Toes pointing back. The toes pointing back and forth is important for the meridians of your neck, which run around your big toe root. Inhaling, lift your chest, your throat, your chin, and look at the center of your forehead. And then exhaling, step back with your left leg, whole body flat. Palak asana, palak, the plank. Inhale deeply. Exhaling, bend your knees and elbows and come down onto your chest and chin and point your toes backwards. Inhaling, slide the chest forward and up, no weight on the hands. Eyes looking up at the center of your forehead. Eyes moving up, eyes moving down. There's a reason for all this. Exhale, inhaling, come into Bhujangasana, the cobra. Now shoulder blades back and down. Let your chest rise, let your sternum bone lift. Pull your kidneys forward and up. Exhaling, tuck your toes under and come into Adho Mukha Shvanasana. Looking at your belly button. Inhaling, lift your head. Exhaling, step forward with your right leg. Left knee on the floor, left toes pointing back. Go as far as you can and then just focus. It's not about performance. Your body will grow as you practice. You could get that right leg. Inhaling, lift your throat. Look up at the center of your forehead. And then exhaling, step forward with the left leg. Eyes on your belly button. And then inhaling, eyes on your thumbs as you reach forward and up, slightly back. Exhaling, eyes on your thumbs as you come back to your heart. Inhaling, lift your head. Now we're going to do the left side. Inhale up. Exhaling, reach forward and down. Eyes on your belly button. Inhaling, lift your head and look up at the center of your forehead, Agnya Chakra. Exhaling, step back with your left leg, way, way back. Way back. Now look at your right shin bone. By now we've done it many times, so you have to get that alignment, otherwise you stretch out the patellar ligament, and ligaments should not be stretched. Muscles should. Exhaling, step back with your right leg into Palaka, the plank. Inhale in the pose. Exhaling, bend your knees and chest and come down into Ashtanga Namaskar. Ashtanga, 8 parts on the floor, 2 toes, 2 knees, 2 hands, chest, chin. That adds up to 8. Inhaling, come forward and up, toes pointing back. Exhale. Inhaling, push the hands and come into the full Bhujangasana. Lift your buttocks way up into the air. It's the last time you're doing it, at least in this morning. Inhaling, lift your head. And then exhaling, step forward with your left leg. Way, way forward. Fingertips on the floor. Inhaling, look up, right knee on the floor, right toes pointing back. Exhaling, step forward with your right leg. Legs together. Eyes on your belly button. Inhaling, look at your thumbs as you reach up, pressing your heels into the floor. Lift the bottom of your belly as you stretch back. And then exhaling, bring your thumbs back home. Inhaling, lift your head. And exhaling, release your arms. Look far away, palms facing each other. In Sama Asthiti. Now slowly shift your weight back into your heels by moving the tops of your thighs back. And bring all your weight into your heels. Lift the bottom of your belly. And looking far, bring your mind near. Feel your body. And feel the breath in your body. Take a slow, deep inhalation. Take a quiet, complete exhalation. Relax the tension in your buttocks. Relax the tension in your upper trapezius and levators so that your shoulder blades drop. And then gently release. Bend your knees, sit down. Then put your head back on the floor. And then drop your arms beside your body. Now bend your knees and place your feet on the floor. Then lift your buttocks just half an inch off the floor. Could you take that off? And then pull your buttock flesh away from your head so that your lower back becomes long. And then put your buttocks back down. And then straighten out your legs one at a time. So your lumbar should now be down flat on the floor, as close as possible. Then drop your arms in Shabha Asana. Palms facing the ceiling. Arms spread away from the body so that your armpits are exposed. And then with eyes closed, look inside your body and acknowledge the wonder that is your body. Now observe your breath. Exhale. And then inhale. And as you inhale, fill your whole body with breath, bringing light and life into your body. And then exhaling, withdraw your mind from your breath and expel out the tension from your days gone by. Inhaling, bring life and light. Exhaling, release the tensions of yesterday. Feel the joy of stillness. To make the mind quiet, the body must first be able to be still. On the next exhalation, release for the last time. Inhaling, slowly bring your mind back into your body. Exhaling, gently bend your knees one at a time, placing your feet on the floor. Rock your knees a little to the left, and then roll them to the right, and roll your whole body with your legs over to the right. Rest your head on your right arm. And then slowly pushing the floor, come up into a seated position. Any comfortable seated position. And then bring your hands to Namaste. And join me if you know Sri Aurobindo's Gayatri. Otherwise, just listen carefully. Saviturvaram Rupam Jyotihi Parasya Dhimahi Yannaha Satyena Deepaye. Exhaling, bow your head. Looking into your heart center, remind yourself of your home, of the light that is in you, a part of the eternal consciousness. And then smile, because joy, Ananda, is your birthright. we go, please express our gratitude to Shalinder Bhai and Virender Bhai, putting this together. And I don't know all the people who have put their devotion into it. My gratitude.